Hey everyone, how's it going? So, what am I working on now? I got a 2015 Chevy Malibu, and it's a 2.5 liter Ecotec. Got 155,000 miles on it. A lot of people call these motors junk. I think they're fantastic motors, in all honesty. The 2.2 and the 2.4, 2.5, whatever the heck it is. This is a 2.5, I know that. Ecotecs, I think they're great motors. I think they last. I really do. And I think they're very smooth, and I think they're very powerful for what they are. As long as you maintain them. Like anything else. Maintain it, it lasts. Sorry, my glasses are shifting on my head here. So anyway, it got towed into me. Customer said that they had parked it for the last 6 months. The reason they parked it was because another shop told them they needed a timing chain because of the noise it was making. Because of the noise it was making. Okay. I don't know about you, but I don't hear any objectionable noise. Not right at the moment. So I'm like, all right, I'm listening to, like I had to jump start it. I don't know if I mentioned that. I jump started it off. I made sure it was charging. I'm like, I'm not sure what's going on here. So I called the customer up and I said, describe to me what happened. So she said about 6 months ago she was driving it and it started making this horrible noise. She said the noise was really bad and all of a sudden she'd hear like a whoosh noise and it would stop momentarily. All of a sudden it would start making a noise again for a while and all of a sudden whoosh, it would stop for a while. Okay. So then she says, you ever hear a car that's souped up and when they shift gears you hear that whoosh noise? A turbocharged car, obviously. I said, yeah. She goes, that's kind of what it reminded me of. She goes, but I don't know cars, but that's what it reminded me of. She goes, when you see somebody with a souped up little car and when they're shifting gears or whatever, you kind of hear that noise. She goes, I heard something very, very similar. All right, well, this isn't a turbo car. She's thinking wastegate is, releasing pressure, and you get that whoosh noise. All right. So let me investigate this a little further. Now, when I jump started this, the motor was quiet as a mouse. Nothing. You would think after sitting for 6 months, and it was definitely sitting like under a carport or something, because you could just tell by looking at it, it's been sitting and being stone dead. So what I did was, I put this thing on charge, I let it charge for 2 hours, and then I came back out to it, I started it up. What you hear right now. No big deal. All of a sudden I heard the noise. Whoosh. But I didn't hear any other noise. I just heard that whoosh noise. I'm like, what the heck was that? And then all of a sudden I heard clattering. Clattering. I'm like, okay, so I go start looking at the motor. And the clattering noise was on the timing chain side. Timing chain's over here. What in the world could possibly make a clattering noise? I mean, the motor don't sound bad at all, right? Okay. I'm going to pop this relay out right here, and now listen. Oh, you hear a little noise there? Every time I pull the relay out. Pull it out. What is that? That's the AC compressor down there. Let me plug this in again. If you look to the inside of the compressor, see how you got debris hanging out right there? That compressor clutch is shot. The compressor might be seized up too. But let me pull that relay out while you're watching the compressor. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. You disconnect the relay. There it goes. Pick it back up. There's her noise right there. And it stops. Now, I'd be willing to bet under the right circumstances that thing continues to make that noise. I've never heard it other than what you hear right there. But another shop diagnosed that as timing chains. Can you imagine that? You're going to spend, let's say, $1,500, $2,000 to do timing chains? Let's say you're the shop doing it. I'm really curious, if you're a shop that would do something like that, how do you explain that to a customer when it makes the exact same noise afterwards? Obviously, what you did didn't fix the problem, but this wouldn't fix the problem, obviously, doing a timing chain. There's nothing wrong with the timing chains on this. So what do you do in a situation like this? Well, I'm going to have to inform the customer, well, I guess you're lucky because it's not the timing chain. It is the AC compressor. So we're going to, could it just be the clutch? Sure. Can't get one, though. Can't just get a clutch for this. At least none of my suppliers show just a clutch. It's a clutch. It's a compressor kit, which is a compressor, desiccant bag, and the H block. I keep wanting to call it a proportioning to help, but it's not. Well, it kind of is. But yeah, so it's all of that all wrapped up into one kit. They won't just sell a compressor anymore. There's too many failures of compressors because people put compressors on that have to replace one that has exploded, and there's metal in the lines and stuff like that. So that creates a problem. So now, I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but the places I deal with, they won't sell just a compressor. But like I said, I'm sure you could probably find one. And luckily, this is a R134 system, because if it's a R1234 system, it's much more expensive because of the freon and the machine required to do the job. Like, we don't even have one of the machines. I'd have to bring it down to another shop, let them evacuate it. I'll do the work, and then bring it down to them to recharge it. Because the machine is expensive, and we don't do enough of them to warrant the work. But we have a R134 machine, which is what this is. So, yeah, be mindful. She put off driving this car for 6 months because of what the other shop said. She saved up her money. But, I mean, a compressor repair is not the cheapest either, but at least it's not a motor repair. So, all right. Well, that's going to end this video. All right, guys, always second guess. Always ask questions. Always ask questions. It's always worth asking a question. I appreciate it when customers ask me questions. But yeah. Oh, any of you guys watching this, guys, girls, don't matter. If you live in the area, Durham, North Carolina, we are looking for techs. We're busy. We're very busy. So we're looking for techs. A, B, and C level techs. If you're even a beginner, we're looking for you. So give us a shout. Give me a shout here. I'll put a link in the description to our Facebook page for us here. It's Milex, Mr. Transmission in Durham, North Carolina on Route 55. But if you're looking for a great place to work, come on down. And then you get to work with me. All right, guys. That's it. Hopefully you got something out of my video. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, have a great day. Keep wrenching. Dun, dun, dun. Still sounds perfect.